What's up, guys? This is Oriole Zet, and today I'll be doing a countdown that is the top 4 coasters at Jolly Roger. This is a park in Ocean City, Maryland. It's home to 4 coasters. The thing is, there are 2 parks, but they're both in Ocean City, Maryland. One's on the Pier, and then one is at 30th Street. So I'll be combining the 2 into one countdown, even though they're separate parks, but you can get the Passport to Fun and get access to either of them. But enough of that, let's get started with the countdown. And number 4 is the Sea Serpent. This is your typical kiddie coaster. It's just not super exciting. It kind of goes just in an oval. It doesn't really have any drops or anything major. When I went on it, it went around 4 times. Sometimes it goes around 5 times, I guess. I don't know. But there's really not a lot to say about it. It's one of those E&F Miller oval kid coasters, but I don't really know much about it other than that. Number 3 is the Wacky Worm. This is another one of those Fahume Wacky Worm clones. There are quite a few of them out there. This is not the most comfortable of coasters because it's meant for the smaller kids usually, but it had a lot of good theming. There was as you can see, the car is themed. There's a lot of theming around the ride, but it's really not anything special. There are a lot of coasters like it, but it's not that bad for a kiddie coaster. Number 2 is the Wildcat. This is a very fun family coaster. It's not too tall and not too fast, but I think it's a very good family coaster. This is a great first coaster because it's not going to be too rough. It's not rough, and it's also not going to be too extreme to scare you away from roller coasters. The drops are not super steep, but they are very fun. This is not really a coaster geared towards intensity, so it's not that intense. But it's definitely a fun ride, and it's pretty smooth, especially for one that small. In such a small space, but it's a very fun ride, one of my favorites here. And number 1 is Looping Star. This is the only coaster at Jolly Roger at the Pier. This is a very fun ride. It's not the smoothest, but it's not rough enough that it takes away too much from the ride. That first drop is very fun, especially if you're in the back row. You kind of come down over that. The loop is probably my favorite part of the ride. It's just, I am a big fan of vertical loops, so I just really like that. It's over pretty fast, but this is a good first looping coaster. It's not a super long ride, but I think it's pretty good for what it offers. You're not going to get really good coasters along the beach, but this is a pretty good coaster. And that's why I've chosen to put this as the number 1 coaster at Jolly Roger.